join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
You can look at this Browns defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. DeAndre Carter back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Get it. Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
And the throw in the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing, Sanders. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Sanders. For the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Big 13. Stop.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
Here we go.
And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Bengals at 12-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Stop. 180. What is that? Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Done. Stop. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
11.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Tight. 11 MT. Tight. Stop.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
First down is Jenkins. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Now Sanders. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. To throw is Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now he'll tuck this and run to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Sanders to throw. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Sanders. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns had got it back to within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. The connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
One, ready? Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Get set. Wide 80. 12, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go. 76. 6.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
18 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Spins past it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they scored here. This one, a first mistake for them in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight, 19 tight, go!
Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
There we go, shot. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. 19 left, 19 Tiger, 19.
Throwing, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Panther 11.
Here's Sanders. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A quick throw there is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and they will remain well behind.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And he's got it inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Captain 60, Captain 60. Captain Ranger, Captain Ranger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
2nd and 4. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun here, Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And on the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Get it! Viking 18! Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Street! Street! Switch! Ready!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Here's Hardman to return. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. He'll get this into the hands of Sampson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Ready! 70 Lions! Hurt! Cover!
Now Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Come on. Hit. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready?
From the gun, it's Sanders. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
To throw is Sanders. Checks it down to Judkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Back to 60, back to 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, go.
Sanders going to throw again. Open man, that's Bond. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. This is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, here we go. Why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So the conclusion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
11 MT, take. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. What, 8, 12, 12.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
An inside give, Brown. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
On 2, ready?
Here is 3rd down and 4.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. This is Brown going up the middle. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that touchdown grab has officially solidified his historic season as record-breaking. He now has the new NFL standard for the most receiving touchdowns in a single season. Congratulations.
Browns 13. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Dragon 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point
60 Bison,
conversion.
60 Bison. Viking 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Cincinnati, they earned one final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, this loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.